Good morning, folks. This is Saturday morning for me, and the soap of the day is Proraso. And yep, this is in a red tube, and tub. And the scent of this is sandalwood, and it's supposed to be made for tough beards. That's what it looks like on the inside. It's pretty soft, very much like a Crope shaving cream. If you never tried this, I know it's not for everyone, but for me this is pretty nice. So, got my alum block complete with rubber band. Going with Humphrey's Witch Hazel Lilac. And going to follow the shave up with some Proraso. This one here is sandalwood. And the, excuse me, shaver of the day is Supply. This is the polished version here. Uses injector blades. That's what it looks like on the other side. Got a little screw there. And relatively easy to keep clean. Get great shaves with it. This one here is the, it's got a plate, it's got 2 dots on it. I've got all 3 plates. Have to say that the, I pick any one of the plates and I get really good shaves with it. It's a good shaver for me, it works well for me. Here's the brush of the day. This one here comes from Raven Brushworks. And, there we go. There's the bottom of the handle there. You can see the R, B, and W. I got the lather worked up here. It's fairly moist, a little on the wet side, in other words. Starting to get a little thick. I might add a little bit of water to it. I don't know, we'll wait and see. I got the, this is all I have left of the pre-shave from Clown Fruit. This is Dirty Clown, and it is getting harder to hang on to. So if you ever decide to use a pre-shave, I know I have the next one after this I think I'm going to use is the Cube from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I have not used it yet. Matter of fact, it's packed somewhere. I still got to find it. It's around here somewhere. But I'm going to give it a try. But Phoenix also offers one in a tube. Kind of like a deodorant, you can screw it up. That's the one I prefer, because needless to say, that tube is a lot easier to hang on to. Because when this gets small, it gets harder and harder to hang on to. Started shaving this week with the Supply injector, and I said I do really get some nice shaves with it. It is a really nice shaver for me. It's one that I'm hanging on to. I'm not turning loose of it anytime soon. It'll be a good long while before I get rid of it, if ever. Reason why I say if ever, because it's pretty much an effortless shave for me. The blades are pretty easy to get hold of. You can get them from Supply. You can get some from Ted Pella. Usually you find Persona mini hair shaver blades, which will work in there. You can find those on Amazon or even a barber shop online. Schick injector blades are relatively, they're fairly easy to find. Alright, that ought to be a good start there. Get it worked up. Oh, I should say this is the beehive handle, and the handle is made out of pine. The knot is synthetic. It's supposed to resemble a horsehair, and this particular synthetic knot has a wee bit of backbone to it. So if you're wondering if it's floppy or anything like that, it's not. it's got some backbone to it, so you're trying to lather up something hard, like a hard puck. I don't think you're going to have too much trouble with lathering it up. You can kind of tell this is pretty creamy. This, to me, Proraso is good stuff. Inexpensive. Typically the best place to find it online. Get it on sale at Italian Barber. Matter of fact, I think it's on sale right now. Every once in a while you might find Ross or Michael's or someplace like that. Marshall's is the one. Get my M's mixed up there. You'll find it there. Usually right around the $4.99, $5.99 mark is where I've seen it at. Haven't seen it very often, but I have seen it there. It's about like Humphreys. I saw a video. I had found this lady actually on Instagram first, and then I started watching her videos. She goes by, the name of her YouTube channel is Chapman Collects, if I remember correctly, and she's a wet shaver. I'll put a link down below. You really ought to check out the, I guess you might say, her latest video. Her latest video, she's shaving with a straight razor and just does a superb job with the video. Really good job. The video's only, it's under 15 minutes. It's not even very long. So in other words, if you think it's going to be, how you say, a little bit too long to watch all of it, I would watch all of it. She has good pointers. About shaving with a straight razor. She'll tell you that that was the 3rd episode. There's 2 other episodes. One's shaving with a shavette, and I think the other one she said was with the DE. Hoping that if I can find a little bit of time this morning, it's going to be a busy morning already. I'm going to try to find some time to watch the other 2. But she really did a fine job on the straight razor video. I think you'll be surprised. I mean, she really is good. With that straight razor on her legs, she really is good. I think you guys will enjoy it. I don't know how many subscribers she's got, but I'm sure it's not enough, especially after watching this one video with the straight razor. If you haven't tried Proraso, I would give it a try. You can get the Proraso in a tub, get it in a tube, shaving cream. Got the shaving cream too. I have to say that either one really is a joy to shave with. It's really creamy. My face feels fantastic after the shave. And of course it helps to have a good shaver. I'll try to remember to have a link to all this stuff down below. If you guys are interested in checking this stuff out. But it seems like for me, usually the place of choice to find Proraso is Italian Barber. One of these days I need to try their pre and post shave. I haven't done that just yet. I need to do that. It wasn't until here recently I even started using a pre-shave. Pre-shave out that was, I guess you might say, intended to be used as a pre-shave. I've used Primo Cream as a pre-shave. That's good stuff. I got started because I had a sample of Douglas's scentless ice, and I went ahead and bought a full-size puck, and then also some guys got together and sent me a package, and that's how I got the Dirty Clown and the Cube, and decided I'd give it a try about pre-shave, and it's kind of mixed results. Like I said, I think I've noticed it more sometimes on the post-shave, oddly enough, on how my face feels, which is not a bad thing. I don't know that it's really helped a whole lot on the front end or during the shave, as opposed to on the back end, where my face feels a lot different than what it normally does. That's always a plus when your face feels really good at the end of your shave. Soft, smooth, moisturized. Feels pretty good. Yesterday's shave, I used the green Proraso in the tub, and I mean, my shave yesterday at the end was just great. Oh, by the way, this is the third use on this blade, if I hadn't mentioned it. Sometimes I get a little lost in what I should be saying. I should say that this shaver is not lightweight. It does have weight behind it. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it. The weight of the shaver, the sharpness of the blade, let it do the work. If you use the plate with the 3 dots, it can be just a bit edgier. May not be as comfortable for those that are not used to a single edge. For me, it wasn't that big of a factor. Used to shaving with a shavette, so I'm used to that kind of blade feel. And if you ever shaved with a Feather Artist Club Super, that's a pretty edgy blade. It is. But it handles my beard type a lot better than the professional does. I am tempted, though, to try like the, was that Feather Pro Guard? Never even before, I guess you might say it was never on my try list. But here of late I've kind of wondered how, I think I got some shaving cream up there on my glasses. Here of late I've been giving it some thought to give it a try, to even see what it's like, to see. Don't think it'll work well for me, but I won't know until I try it. So I've been kind of tempted to give it a try to see. I guess you might say what some people think of it. Some people it works out really well for, some not so much. And for me, sometimes those things I don't think will work out for me actually works pretty well. It's kind of like my first ball tag, Gillette ball tag. Really didn't think, figured it'd be too mild, and works well. It may not be the closest shave by any means, but I do get smooth, comfortable shaves with it. Really, you know, just if you're in a hurry, need to touch up, a shaver along those lines would be one to use. The Super Speed with the blue flare tip, that one there is a pretty mild shaver in my estimation. For me, it is pretty darn mild. So if I was trying to do a touch-up before I went out for an eventful evening, that would be one I might pick up to use. If you're thinking of more of a modern shaver, you might try a Edwin Jagger DE89 with the right blade, in case you might say a mild blade, so you're not getting irritation if you already shaved once that day. That would be one, as well as, oh, there was another one I had in mind. Oh, and it's a little bit off the beaten path, I guess you might say, for most folks. But a bevel, you might be surprised on how smooth, comfortable, irritation-free a bevel shaver is. The only thing I have to say that I'm not too sure about just yet is the handle. Not too sure I like the handle, but outside of that, the cap and base plate, there's no overhang for those that have to shave up here. If you run into an issue with the overhang catching your nose or anything like that, that would be a good one to check out. I found mine on eBay for, I think it was like $25, 25 or 27, something like that. It is pretty inexpensive. Came, you know, complete with the box and the whole 9 yards. You know, it was advertised as new, if I remember correctly. But I've shaved with it, and yeah, outside the handle, which, you know, that's a personal preference, but it's it really is a pretty good shaver. Don't know I'd pay the $50 for it when you can get a ball tag that would do just as good, but that's a pretty good shaver. Got some Humphreys here. I mentioned it before, but this lilac, I do smell it when I first put it on. Give it a moment or two and that scent goes away, so I don't, with my nose, a lot of times I use different soap and aftershaves and the two don't interfere. Most of the time I don't smell the soap at the end of the shave. I really don't. Now for somebody that's got a better nose than what I've got, you know, that might be a different story. It's one of those deals where your mileage may vary. I will say though, there is a Thayer's Witch Hazel with aloe versus this Humphreys. Difference. There is a difference. I can feel the aloe with Thayer's, that's got it in there. But this one here though is still, my face still feels pretty good after putting it on. I always like this witch hazel. I've tried, I think it's Dickinson that you can get at Walmart. Tried it. Really can't tell that much of a difference, especially when you talk about price range. Last time I bought a bottle of that, it was $3.48, and I think it's like 12 or 16 ounces, and that's a pretty good buy. I do have a bottle of, matter of fact, let me get it real quick, that I need to give a try as a comparison. Is, I guess you might say, a generic version of witch hazel. Just do a comparison of witch hazel just to see how different it is, how much, you know, if it's that much of a difference price-wise, is it worthwhile? I mean, face it, a number of us are on a budget, and all of our budgets are different sizes. Some aftershave here. And the restrictor I should show you. It's not real big, so it's easy to control how much is coming out of there. Now, if you're one that likes to use a lot, it will take a few shakes to get, I guess you might say, that amount out of there. Now, my wife's nose is very good. And last night, when we went to bed, She wouldn't know what I used this morning because she could still smell it. She thought I smelled pretty good. And of course it was the Proraso green. Eucalyptus and menthol. I like it. I can shave with that quite frequently. Those kind that have the cooling effect are just really, especially this time of the year, but I like it year round. Face feels better when it's cooled off as opposed to hot or warm. At least that's for me. Once again, this was the third shave with a supply. Got this March of last year, if I remember correctly. Third use on the blade. This really is a nice shaver, but it is what I would consider a heavyweight. So if you don't like heavyweights, I would look elsewhere for your shaver. But for me, I got an awesome buy back when I bought this. If I remember correctly, they were running a special, and I got all 3 plates and the shaver. I think it was right at $100. And right now that one's running at $100 plus. If you want the rest of the plates, it's like $30. But I think they've got a discount code, Father's Day. Take $20 off of it. I have a link down below. But anyway, if you haven't seen it, you might save yourself some money if you're considering buying one of these. Had a great shave. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe today. Smooth shaves to you.